Hey, Clayton Bishop here with Leica Microsystems, and let's talk about how we can use our Leica microscope with a motorized Z to create some cool 3D renderings and do 3D measurements. So I've got my sample here, and everything looks great now. But if I were to zoom in, we would see a pit. And when we see this pit, we notice that when our surface is in focus, the pit is blurry. And when I go down to zoom in on the pit, surface is blurry. So how can we get all of that in focus at once? We already know we can use a Z-stack, but how can we use the results of the Z-stack to get some promising measurement data? So I'm going to create another Z-stack, trash my old coordinates, begin here, move through the sample. We're going to take 49 images, 500 nanometers apart, so bear with me. You can follow along on the right-hand side of the screen as we take our Z-stack. The measure of how fast you can take these pictures is based on the camera you have. So if you have a USB 3 or 3.1, it's going to move faster than USB 2 or FireWire. The exposure time also has something to do with it. Now that we're processing, this now depends on your computer, how much RAM and the processor you have in place. In a second, we should see the all in focus 2D image. Nice. So we have our surface and we have the bottom of the pit all sharp. I can come to my cube right here and get rid of some of these menus. And here we have our 3D map of this pit. I can start by adding some opacity right there. And putting on a scale bar. You can change the background to make this look nice. PowerPoint, put a scale bar on the image. You could save just a screenshot of this image. You could come into measurement and we can use the profile tool to move across that pit. And we can see from there the width of that pit and the depth. So about 6.32 microns. We can also use a tool like a step height to measure from the bottom to the top. Tells me from where we measured, 7.1 microns. We have all these tools in here that you can use and measure profile lines across the 3D surface you took. And then you can move these little goalposts based on the features you want to see and get these results. This is how you utilize the 3D viewer and measurements in the Leica software. Thank you all for watching. Talk to you soon.